Hello there, it's Chris today from Huckabones Equipment. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the U27 and what it looks like in the middle of a snowstorm. Again, it's not too nice out there today, so we're doing it in the comfort of our coverall today so that we can kind of talk to you a little bit about this unit. Because yeah, it is brutal out today. It's the 1st of May and it's got to be about minus, what do you think it is, -5 out there, and windy and snowy. As you can see, the unit behind me is covered. So same as all our other overviews, we're just going to kind of start at the front and work our way to the back and kind of give you a quick glance of what the U27 can do for you. The thing to know about the U27, it has the same quick attach as the U25, but it is separate from all the other ones. So you can't take a bucket from a KX18 or go up to a KX33 and have the same bucket fit. You would have to have a different ear kit. It still follows the same wedge system as all the other quick attach, but it is a little bit different of an ear to it. Again, saying that, it's a nice, quick, easy system, take on and off. You know, your bucket ranges are going to be, with or without a thumb, you're going to be right down to a trenching bucket of about 12 inches from Kubota, right up to a ditching bucket of 30 inch. Again, you can get different size buckets in between depending on whether they're offered from Kubota or an aftermarket supplier. And again, you can also get your hydraulic breaker as well as your frost picks and root rakes all from Kubota now, which is nice. Again, it's all manufactured by H&H for the Canadian market. With the U27, you cannot get a hydraulic disconnect yet through Kubota. Again, there is other suppliers that offer that, but again, through Kubota, you can just get the manual quick attach. With the thumb itself, you know, highly recommended depending on what you're doing. If you're just doing foundation work where you're just digging, not really that useful, but for the average consumer, you're probably going to get a thumb with it. Works fantastic. Again, the operation being hydraulic is all from the cab itself. And then as we start talking about the cab, we're going to move a little bit further back here and start talking about your options for the blades and tracks, which are none. There's none. So no, it's pretty basic. So yeah. So when talking about the U27, you can either get it with a cab or open station. Again, it all depends what you're looking to do with it. The cab is only available with heat. There is no air conditioning. You got to get up to the U35 or the KX33 depending on what model you're looking at. But again, a little bit too small, a little bit underpowered at that to have air conditioning. Again, the engine in this is only 20 horsepower. So that engine gives lots of power out to the boom, so you can dig lots with your bucket. But again, just for the cab and for the air conditioning, not enough room as well as not enough power from that engine. Saying that, your digging depth on this is, you know, about 9.5 feet. Your reach is, you know, you're on 13, 15 feet, something like that. If you're going straight out with it. You know, perfect little machine. Again, I've used this machine for, you know, I've probably have about 50 hours on one. It's not too bad. I'm definitely no expert by any means, but I have a little bit of use, and they work great for what I do. I have about 100 acres, so if you want to make a trail and stuff like that, basically if you can get your tracks in, it's going to get you there. Again, you don't have to worry so much about rubbing your back or anything like that whenever you're swinging. So that's where you'll see lots of homeowners and stuff, or you know, people with a little bit of acreage. It's a great little unit, keeps the cost down, can still dig your trails, as well as do some digging, whatever you need done, whether it's installing a culvert or something along those lines. The one downside to this, being a smaller unit, is the cab is pretty tight. It's nice to have the cab, but again, with that no air conditioning, whenever you get into the summer months, may not be the unit for you. It can turn into a hot box. Again, the front window here does slide up, but otherwise it does get hot in there. So again, having that cab on a day like today, I guess you could still go out and dig a hole if you wanted, but the drawback there is whenever it is nice out, you're going to be cooking. But it is nice to get, in Canada at least, it is nice to get it away from the mosquitoes and the bugs and snow. You know, not too often you're going to be digging in the snow, but it does come up. But again, whenever you're operating it, functions the same as any other excavator. You know, the controls are tight because that Kubota engine's powering 2 hydraulic pumps, so you're able to do a couple different functions at once, probably up to 3, you know, if you're swinging and digging at the same time. And you really won't see any functionality issues with that. It is a very strong engine for powering the boom and the hydraulic pumps. So yeah, so to summarize the video today is, so the U27 is 2.7 ton, weighing about 5,800 pounds, depending whether you have a cab or open. Out front, you have a bunch of different options for your bucket size, whether you go ditching or regular digging buckets. Tooth buckets. You know, then they have your frost rippers and breakers, all available through Kubota. And then coming back, the thing to know is you have no options available. It is straight blade with a rubber track, and then you can either choose cab or no cab after that with the standard controls inside. So yeah, so that brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please leave them down below. Thank you very much, and hopefully we get out to start digging with these units as the weather warms up, because it can't get any colder.